pound goes to collarbone. You should find it. It goes from the breastbone till shoulder. And we close shoulder and pressing. And left palm. And alternating. You can feel how collarbone zone is moving. Engaging shoulders. Left shoulder blade goes back maximally to spread the ducts. This is hard zone, so rotate backwards with the maximum amplitude. Alternating right and left shoulders. We will improve now blood flow in thoracic spine. Pat your knees and do dragonfly exercise. We're improving control and coordination of lungs, arms, heart and breasts. Outspread the rib cage. We will work for the waistline area now. Knuckles of both hands are massaging transition area of thoracic and lumbar parts of the spine. Cruise of diaphragm and upper abdominal wall located here. We will work later with it. Here, iliopsoas muscle is attached and solar plexus is here as well. Bend arms slightly, elbows on shoulder level, and start rotating very carefully. Focus on transition area of thoracic lumbar parts of spine. We need to improve blood flow there. Turn and look at the further heel. Legs and pelvic organs innervation goes from lumbar vertebra. We also improve blood flow in transition area between lumbar part and sacrum. In this workout, we'll engage oblique abdominal muscles, and we need to help them to work together with legs. Standing on the knees, and fingers or fists, but not on the palm. Lifting hand and leg, and walking forward. Oblique muscles are working, you can feel that. Now head is turning to the side of elevated hand. This exercise improves coordinated work of legs and arms. Now you will feel oblique muscles very well. Lift left hand and right leg. Rotate. Make 2 circles with your leg and put it down. Now circles in different direction and reverse, walking backwards. We're done with the warm-up and moving on to the main part of this workout. Working on anterior abdominal wall. For a start, we should stabilize pelvis, rib cage, and neck. To stabilize pelvis, tense transverse abdominal muscle, or simply gather in your belly button. Lifting one and then another foot. Engaging shoulders. 2 steps up. Exhale when going up. Chin is stabilized. It's almost touching the breastbone. And we keep this position for the entire duration of the exercise. Abdominal muscles are always tensed. We are working in statodynamic mode. That was the first set, and we are moving on to the rest interval. Feet together, knees spread out, lift pelvis and pulse on top. There are 3 pelvic muscles, and now ischiococcygeal muscle dominates. Our feet position will determine which muscle is affected. This exercise is prevention of internal organs prolapse. And we're done, and moving on to the second set. Feet are in parallel, holding in belly button and perineum muscle. And lift shoulders up. One foot is 1 centimeter up, and then another foot up. Exhale when going up, especially if you have blood pressure. Exhale long when going up. Shoulders down, feet are in parallel, pelvis high up, and pulse. Gather in perineum. Iliococcygeal muscle is dominant now, while all 3 pelvic floor muscles are working. Focusing on pelvic floor. Back of the thigh is also working, activating blood flow in colon. One more. And moving on to the third set. You may feel vibrations in the stomach area, and this is the beneficial stress we are looking for. We are doing 3 sets in this workout, which is enough for the health. But if you want, you can make up to 6 sets. In rest interval, we are focusing on pelvis. Knees together, toeing in, pelvis high up, and pulse. Gather in perineum muscles. Last one. If you're tired, you can lie down. Toes together, heels apart, palms are on forehead. This position helps to restore balance between brain's hemispheres, especially during emotional burnout. If you are not tired, we are moving on. Feet together, knees are 2 fists apart, pulling thighs towards belly and a bit to the sides. Shoulders up together with the knees. Face isn't parallel to the floor. You can feel vibrations in anterior abdominal wall. Exhale when you go up. And last one. Stretching legs. If you are having a break, join us here. Wave relaxation with feet, right and left. Engage fists, helping to shake the body. Now locking palms and shaking side to side. And moving hands down and up. Now moving on to the second set. Exhale when you go up. Anterior abdominal wall is massaging intestines from top. Iliopsoas muscle massaging from bottom. Belly button tends to spine. You can already feel pain in an anterior abdominal wall. Feet down, put your hands on your belly. Women, left hand on belly and then right hand on top. Men, right first and left on top. Exhale and belly button goes down. Diaphragm breathing. And fresh blood is going to intestines. We continue with the third set. Belly starts hurting. We create beneficial muscle stress, which triggers hormone release. These hormones will help to restore cells. They have massive health improving effects. If your back hurts or you feel too tired, you can do the first exercise instead. Feet down, hands to the sides, knees are dropping down. One side and another. To sit up, bring your knees to the chest and roll to the side. We are going to work on posterior abdominal wall. Let's locate it. Wrist part of the palm goes to the ribs, fingers to the hip bones. Here we have quadratus lumborum muscle, which is part of the posterior abdominal wall. And this is where we store most of fat. Now we will do an easy exercise to keep this muscle toned. Lying down on belly, hands next to hip joints, and doing scissors exercise. With time you will feel how muscles are tensing here. We are working for 30-40 seconds. Hands on mat. Sit back on your heels. Stretch your back. Belly is between the thighs. If your knees are okay, you can sit down. If not, then do as you can. Inhale with your stomach. Exhale and hold in your belly button. And few more. Oblique abdominal muscles are always working when you walk, and correct gait technique switches on oblique muscles. They also work when we engage legs. So we will repeat warm-up exercise and feel how legs and oblique muscles are connected. It's an easy dynamic exercise. If you want, you can walk like that in your apartment for a long time. After abs workout, we always need to straighten ourselves. We need to pump blood around spine column. We're doing airplane exercise while standing on the knees. Right leg, left arm, or left leg, right arm are working. Thumb is up. In second set, we are lying down and repeating the same routine. Thumb is up. You can lift hand up high, but not the leg. If you want to make it harder, turn toes outside a bit. This will involve glutes. Changing sides and keep going. Exhale when hand and leg go up. In third set, we'll bring both hands above the head, lifting right hand and left leg. And change. Sit back on the heels if you can. Belly between thighs and inhale with abdominal breathing. We need to squeeze out metabolic products from intercellular ducts of soft tissues of this area. Fingers are pointing straight. One hand goes under support arm, looking under support arm and pulse. Exhale. Thighs are strictly vertical. Focus on waist area, squeezing out byproducts from soft tissues. Outspread the rib cage, lymph ducts, and we're done with the first block.